because together we can truly make America great again for all Americans. So I want to just tell you what a great honor this is. I want to thank you. I will not let you down. America's future will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than it has ever been before. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hallelujah, Trump wins. Welcome back to the JP Reacts channel, my beautiful freedom-loving friend. It is a good day. This is where we like to call out the lies, hypocrisy, and corruption of tyrants and Satan, shine the light of awareness on woke absurdities, and highlight the amazing work of other freedom fighters, because truth conquers. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think there's ever been a freedom fighter like this. Talk about the most resilient, strong, most principled person you'll ever see. It's been bashed in the media for 10 years. Then January 2021, he's ostracized, this whole conspiracy against him. You're inciting violence. All of big tech deplatforms him. Gets raided by the FBI, investigated up the wazoo. Indictments, arrests, prosecutions, felony convictions, shot at, another assassination attempt after he takes a bullet, and he comes out on top. Donald J. Trump, ladies and gentlemen, he has won the 2024 election in a landslide victory. I'll tell you my thoughts on this, why this is so beautiful, why this is bigger than just Trump winning. Get to that in a second. But first, just hitting some of the quick highlights that you're probably already aware of. Currently, some states don't have their votes in. Hello, Nevada and Arizona. We know it takes time, but you don't need that time anymore to do what you need to do because Trump has secured it. Needs 270 electoral votes. He has 279, 223. This margin of victory will probably be bigger when all the votes are counted. Here you can see the states, how they went. A lot of red on there. I like it. Nevada and Arizona still yet to be called. Maine yet to be called. That will likely go to Kamala Harris. But, you know, who cares? My biggest surprise is that Trump won, and it was so decisive. If you listen to the Rumble live stream on Lies You Can Trust that I did on election day, I gave my prediction, and I said, I hate that this is my prediction. I think Trump wins it, but it's stolen. And I couldn't be more happy that I was proven incorrect. And I am truly surprised that the election was called on election night. I mean, maybe early the next morning. So I'm just blown away. It's instilled me with way more hope. That's just amazing. Do I think there was cheating going on? Absolutely. But I think Trump had been saying we're going to make this too big to rig. And difference between this election and 2020, part of what led me to be surprised. I wasn't really accounting for this difference, though it, I think, really made a difference. And you can see that difference here on Laura Trump's post. There were protections in place because we know what happened in 2020. Now Trump's team was looking for it. We, the people, were looking for it. And this is what Laura Trump put out. Our force is 230,000 poll observers and poll workers strong. And get this, 500 attorneys in every battleground state. Our message is clear. Do not cheat. If you do, we will find you and prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. So there are different shenanigans going on election day. You know, voting machines in Pennsylvania, especially the red counties, just, they're not working, guys. We didn't know we'd need them in working order on election day, the only day that we actually need them. We have the wrong ballots for the wrong machines. Gosh, who would have thought? I didn't know we should look for that. So there's shenanigans going on. I've heard reports of big ballot dumps late at night in, I believe, Detroit, areas of Michigan, caught on camera. So nonetheless, this was too big to rig. And it was a landslide victory. We, the people, were looking for cheating, and we were just turning out in huge numbers. Here's what I think this really means. Yes, is this a victory for Trump? Yes. Does that give me great cause to believe the future will be brighter for my son, your children? let alone ourselves. Yes, I think we're going to have a great next 4 years. Economy is going to be better. Inflation's going to be down. The border will become secure as it's supposed to. The Ukraine war will end. American tax dollars, get this is going to be surprising. American tax dollars won't go to Ukraine. They'll go to Americans. It's going to be weird. My friends, this is probably the biggest news story of my lifetime, this comeback victory for President Trump. But if you're like me, you realize there's a very strong liberal bias in the media. You probably have concerns of selective reporting around Trump, if not outright lies. And then throughout his presidency, how will he be portrayed by the leftist media? We know we can't trust mainstream media. That's why I'm here on Ground News, and you can check it out at ground.news/JPReacts, where you can get 50% off unlimited access to Ground News using my link. So check it out now. I want to show you something. So here on Ground News, I'm very excited to look at this headline. Donald Trump wins 2024 U.S. presidential election in historic comeback. And Ground News not only gives you a summary of the story, but they gather related articles from all around the world, all in one place, so you can compare how different outlets cover the same story. So you see there's 833 total sources on this story, 105 of them lean left, 88 lean right, 99 are center. And then you can sort the articles according to, do you want to see the left perspective? What are they saying? The center, the right's perspective. And of course, each publication will be labeled, they lean left, high factuality, and then who's funding it. So you know where your news is coming from and what their bias is, so you can be informed without being deceived. And here on this particular story of Trump winning the election, you can see the bias distribution. 36% of the sources lean left, 30% lean right, 34% are considered center. So that's a relatively even split. You don't see that on most stories. It's usually a very left bias distribution. Only Ground News offers that. So if you want to be informed with none of the deception, go to ground.news/JPReacts. And when you use my link for a limited time only, Ground News gives you a full 50% off unlimited access. Check it out now. What has me so enthused about this victory is Trump's name is on the ballot. He won. But truly, who won? We the people. We took the power back from the corrupt system. We know that Kamala was not a viable candidate. She was not democratically elected in the primary. We know she's been a DEI puppet insert since the Biden administration. So we knew she was just a puppet. She represented the machine. She's not connective. She's not personable because she's part of the deep state machine. And I was pessimistic. I thought this machine, I don't know that it can be beat in an election, but we beat it. What allowed President Trump to win? Wasn't President Trump. I mean, yes, he was a big part of his campaign. He couldn't have done it alone. We, the people, gathered around him. You look at his rallies, you look at the support. He didn't pay a damn person to come out to his rallies, unlike Kamala did. It was we, the people, showing up continually, voicing our voices and exerting our will. And then you have other parts of we, the people, like the Elon Musk, Tulsi Gabbards, RFK, Dana White, people who would come out, celebrities that weren't on P. Diddy's list, that were playing it safe in the previous couple of elections, but they said, now's the time. We had the last minute Joe Rogan endorsement of President Trump. It was we, the people, showing up, not just to vote, but to support. And that showed us we, the people, have the power. And this election victory is a shift in power away from the machine of propaganda, mainstream media. It has now been proven you don't work. You are dead. Because they gave no positive coverage to Trump, only positive coverage to Kamala. Trump went into the land of we the people. He did the podcast, 3-hour-long conversations, and not just on Rogan. He's been doing this. That is the land of we the people. CNN, MSNBC, that is the land of the system. Trump not only didn't rely on the system was against him. He went into the hands of we the people And we, the people, supported him because we were supporting ourselves, we, the people, and we shifted the power. We gave the death blow to the system, and I dare say a major death blow to the deep state, where we've woken up. November 5th, 2024 is the date we woke up and absolutely realized we, the people, have the power. Deep state, you're on notice. You don't have the power anymore. Your only ability to have power and control over the years has been based on we, the people's willingness to surrender our power to you. Not only have the majority of us spoken up and said, we're not going to surrender our power to you anymore. We're actually going to reclaim our power because guess what? It's rightfully ours. That to me it's like a spiritual shift. We have just gone through not the Great Reset, ladies and gentlemen. We have gone through the Great Awakening, and President Trump being elected is just the symbol of all that. But it's truly been an election where we, the people, have elected we, the people, and we happen to find a representative that seemingly truly represents the interests of we, the people, not so much the deep state, the corrupt power. That's why they threw absolutely everything at him, including bullets. Couple things before we get directly to deep state, which is on notice now. At Trump's victory speech, he had Dana White come up. Dana White had just a very short speech. It was concise and it was powerful. And I think it just spoke of Trump so accurately. I want to show that to you here.
And just to say a couple of words, because people love to hear from him. Dana,
please. Nobody deserves this more than him, and nobody deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hardworking man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this. They deserve it as a family. I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelk Boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, Bustin' with the Boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan. And thank you, America. Thank you. Have a good night.
Now, some time ago, Trump put this video out about the deep state. And deep state, your time of reckoning may just be coming, because this man has just been elected back in office. Here's what he said he would do to you.
my plan to dismantle the deep state and reclaim our democracy from Washington corruption once and for all, and corruption it is. First, I will immediately reissue my 2020 executive order restoring the president's authority to remove rogue bureaucrats, and I will wield that power very aggressively. Second, we will clean out all of the corrupt actors in our national security and intelligence apparatus, and there are plenty of them. The departments and agencies that have been weaponized will be completely overhauled so that faceless bureaucrats will never again be able to target and persecute conservatives, Christians, or the left's political enemies, which they're doing now at a level that nobody can believe even possible. Third, we will totally reform FISA courts, which are so corrupt that the judges seemingly do not care when they are lied to in warrant applications. So many judges have seen so many applications that they know were wrong, or at least they must have known.
And what you heard just then is a man with a plan to dismantle the deep state. By the way, deep state, it sounds ambiguous. You may have heard me define it before. Here's my definition of the deep state. It's unelected people in positions of power who unconstitutionally and through corruption, blackmail, bribes, use elected politicians to do their bidding. It's pretty clear that's the deep state. And Trump not only says we're going to dismantle the deep state, but he's a man with a plan. He shows up, and you just heard at high level what his plan is and how he will dismantle the deep state. And deep state 2024 election. It marked your swan song. Now, a couple other noteworthy things about this election that have to do with actually Trump being able to make major changes It's looking very favorable. First off, the Senate race. For the first time in a while, 2021 to be exact, it is almost for certain that the Republicans, conservatives will have the Senate majority. Because remember, if you have Trump in office, but the Democrats have the majority in the House and Senate, there's not as much he can get done. But it's really looking like Republicans will have control of the Senate. And CNN projects Republicans will win control of the Senate. That's great. What about the House? Because there was, I believe, 435 seats. Yeah, they were all on the ballot in the 2024 election. Currently, as of now, midday on Wednesday, we don't know. Currently, what we do know is there's 197 seats secured by Republicans, 188 seats secured by Democrats. What the balance was before, Republicans 221, Democrats 214. So I'm hoping for the best on that, but we have to stay tuned for some breaking news here in the next little while. Nevada and Arizona, kind of just count your stuff, you know? So my friends, I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be more surprised. We beat the cheating. The votes were in. They were tabulated on election night. This happened way quicker than I thought it would. There was no question in my mind, Trump had Kamala beat from day one. No question. And then as time went on, he just had her beat by even more. It was just landslide. The only question in my mind is, has Trump done enough to beat the cheating? And the answer is in, spoiler alert, yes. Donald J. Trump, number 45, and now your 47th president of the United States. We need to keep him alive. Thank you for watching this beautiful celebration video, my freedom-loving friend. Let me know what has you most excited in the comments below. I look forward to reading that. I'll also look forward to seeing you on our next video. But until then, let's keep making America great.